What's up, YouTube? My name is Bigboysnacksjonnytv. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. And tonight I'll go on my AEW Dynamite review and highlights. So if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys please full watch the video from the beginning to the end, because I'm on the road to 7K subscribers and become a YouTube partner. Follow my social media down below in the description, and go check out my WWE NXT review and highlights that I posted on the channel yesterday. That's all I gotta say. Now AEW Dynamite was a solid show, and that's all I gotta say. It says AEW was live from Asheville, North Carolina, Hurrah Cherokee Center. It's 2025. You know what that means. A new era of AEW begins with the mother of all simulcast tonight on Dynamite. Fight for the Fallen. It may be nothing at the top here that I am watching the mass simulcast of the show. We kick off with the broadcast with I'm so excited by the Pointer Sisters, a fiery pairing with Collision getting back in Elton John classic. A commentary runs down the card for tonight. We then cut to John Moxley and the Death Riders backstage in the moment after World Ends went off the air, with John Moxley claiming he dragged AEW to safety over the past few years. He promised to destroy the AEW World Championship before addressing Adam Copeland. John Moxley claims there is no authority in AEW and that he is the king. Backstage, Rated FTR addressed Death Riders ahead of their trios match later tonight. All three men are ready to go, promising to take the fight to the Death Riders on the model of simulcast. We head to ringside for our opening contest as Orange Cassidy makes his way out first, with Hangman Adam Page coming to the ring before this match gets underway. Yeah. So we get the first match. So we get Orange Cassidy versus Hangman Adam Page. And this match right here, this was a good match. So good match between Orange Cassidy and Hangman Adam Page. The two go at it immediately, with Page evading and Orange punch for a near fall. They trade strikes, they trade strikes before Hangman Page heads to the ropes, setting up for a buckshot lariat to no avail. Orange Cassidy leaves the ring with the Hangman pursuing him, only for Orange Cassidy to catch him with a roller for a near fall. Hangman Page sends out Orange Cassidy to the corner for his troubles, hammering, throwing him to the opposite side before laying him out for a 2 count. Orange Cassidy gets back to his feet, evading a corner strike by Hangman Adam Page, who catches him with a right hand, sending Orange Cassidy off the apron. Hangman Page yells at a crew member to move before grabbing Orange Cassidy, sending him into the barricade not once but twice. Hangman Page breaks the ref's count before bringing Orange Cassidy to his feet for a power bomb, but Orange Cassidy reversed with a back body drop instead. Hangman Page is then sent to the barricade as Orange Cassidy lines up for a set of punches stopped to break the ref's count himself before leaving the ring, where he is met with a right hand by Hangman Adam Page. Hangman Page is in control as he sends Orange Cassidy to the corner, followed up with a fallaway slam into the ropes before making the cover, only for Orange Cassidy kicks out. Orange Cassidy catches the Hangman by surprise with a roller for a near fall. Followed by the PK, Hangman Page counters a DDT attempt, only for Orange Cassidy to catch him with a Stone Dog Millionaire before Hangman Page leaves the ring, blocking a dive attempt by Orange Cassidy to send him to the floor with a fallaway slam as Max Feeds goes to the ad break. So we go to commercial break. Back from the break, Hangman Page maintain control with Orange Cassidy back in the ring, only to roll out before Hangman Page sets up for a buckshot lariat. Hangman Page gives pursuit only for Orange Cassidy to catch him off guard, sending the Hangman Page into the barricade. Hangman Page fights back, sending Orange Cassidy back into the ring, but the former international champion waves goodbye as he rolls out of the ring once more. Orange Cassidy comes back in the ring, but is cut off by Hangman, who sends him to the corner only for Orange Cassidy to send him face first into the turnbuckle, cover and over again for good measure. Orange Cassidy climbs the top. Orange Cassidy climbs the turnbuckle where Hangman Page tries to intervene, but is dropped to the mat with a DDT that gives Orange Cassidy a near fall. Orange Cassidy hits a set of kicks on Hangman Page, who retaliates, sending Orange Cassidy down before looking for a buckshot, only to get caught with a beach break and an Orange Punch for a near fall by Orange Cassidy. He hits another pair of orange punches for good measure, but Hangman Page endures long enough to connect with the buckshot lariat for the win. The winner by pinfall, Hangman Adam Page. This was a good match to kick off the show. Hangman Page refused to celebrate as he laid some punches into Orange Cassidy after the match. In all combinations, and Hangman Adam Page hitting Orange Cassidy with a dead eye. Officials run down to the ring, including Christopher Daniels, who gets laid out by an irate Hangman Adam Page, who leaves the ring, shouting at Christopher Daniels to stay out of his business. As we cut away, putting your hands on Christopher Daniels is gonna get Hangman Adam Page into a lot of trouble. So that's all I gotta say. Backstage, we hear from Jay White, who addresses Wheeler Yuta, causing him the AEW World Championship at World's End. He plans to get his revenge, but he won't make him stay from his path to John Moxley in the title, which begins later tonight when he faces Swerve Strickland and Roger Strong for a spot in next week's Casino Gauntlet match. It doesn't matter whose house this is, you will breathe with the switchblade. Back at ringside, the Acclaim heads out as we get in insert promo from the duel ahead of our next match. The former tag champ are very much divided as they get ready to face the Hurt Syndicate, with Bobby Lashley and Shelton Benjamin headed to the ring next. This is this is match this this match gets underway. So we get the Hurt Syndicate versus the Acclaim. This was a squash tag team match. Shelton Benjamin and Max Caster start things off with Shelton Benjamin taking Max Caster down quickly before tagging in Bobby Lashley, who wears Max Caster down in short order. Tag made back to Shelton Benjamin, who continues the beatdown, bringing Max Caster back into the ring where a tag is made to Anthony Bounce. He tried his best to fight back before Mascaster tries to tag himself back in, and a breakdown in communication leading to Anthony Bounce backing away as Mascaster gets trapped in a fury of offense by Shelton Benjamin, with Bobby Lashley tagging in for a hurt lock and the victory. The winner by submission, the Hurt Syndicate. This was a squash tag team match. The pair celebrate alongside MVP as we cut backstage where Swerve Strickland addressed the three-way match later tonight. So we go to commercial break. Back at ringside, Jamie Hayter makes her way to the ring for our next match. Out next is Julia Hart as this match weeks in the making gets underway. Alright, so we get Jamie Hayter versus Julia Hart. And this match right here, this was a 45-minute match, but like I said, this match right here, this 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 match was decent match. What it was, okay. Julia Hart is on the offensive early on, but Jamie Hayter soon fights back, sending both women to the outside. Jamie Hayter looks to send Julia Hart into the ring steps with a suplex, but Julia Hart fights out before driving Jamie Hayter head into the steps to regain control as we go to a commercial break. So we go to commercial break. Back from commercial break, Jamie Hayter starts to turn the tide with in his career before taking the former TBS champion to the mat for some mounted punches. She brings Julia Hart back up for a hater breaker and the cover, but Julia Hart kicks out. Jamie Hayter continues the attack as Julia Hart gets to the corner where the former women's world champion lays in some stomps before backing away for a running corner attack. Julia Hart responds with a pair of boots to send Jamie Hayter down, going up top for a moonsault, but Jamie Hayter rolls out of the way. Jamie Hayter managed to surprise her for a near fall, however, setting up for the Heartless, but Jamie Hayter gets to her feet as she looks to break the hold. She finally does and hits the ropes for a lariat in the cover, but Julia Hart kicks out once again. Both women are up as Julia Hart heads to the corner, but Jamie Hayter props her up on the top turnbuckle for a set of punches to the midsection. Julia Hart managed to escape her predicament, predicament, predict, predicament hanging Jamie Hayter up on the top rope. Jamie Hayter is favoring her ribs as Julia Hart leaves the ring, returning with a red arrow. But the referee stops her, pulling the arrow away to remove it from play. This turns out to be a ruse as Jamie Hayter tries to fight back, only to be hit with some red mist from Julia Hart, who takes the win. The winner by pinfall, Julia Hart. This was a decent match. Video package: the feud between Will Ospreay and Kyle Fletcher seems the race on despite Will Ospreay picking up a win over Kyle Fletcher in the Continental Classic semifinals at World Ends. Been a crazy first 45 minutes, so I'm only now getting my usual live posting LOL. Like that opening match a bit. Her Syndicate versus the Acclaim was all right. Most of the development of anti violence having more issues with Mass Caster. A fun Jamie Hayter slash Julia Hart match so far. Hashtag AEW Dynamite. It was a decent match in my opinion. Even though it was fun, but still a decent match. The simulcast on Masscaster has been good. Even if I'm dealing with the fact there are ads and not even a picture in picture break. This will take some getting used to. LOL. Hashtag AEW Dynamite. We come we come back from the break to a video package hyping up Kenny Omega before hearing from the Kazuchika Okada after winning the Continental Classic. He warns Kenny Omega to stay out of his way after the battles they had over the years. Back at ringside, Mercedes Moné is on her way down to the ramp as we see the ring set up for a celebration following her win at World's End. Mercedes Moné tells Asheville to say hello to their CEO before giving everyone a special video package. Focus on the rise of Mercedes Moné since coming to AEW along with her success in New Japan as if late. We head back to the ring where Mercedes Moné hype up her match at Wrestle Dynasty against Mina Shakawa. She talks about wanting Mina repro women's title as well because Mercedes Moné changed everything. Commentary clarifies that this is indeed a title match on January 5th at, at the Tokyo Dome while the CEO dances to her music. Um, we cut to a video in support of Hurricane Henley relief efforts through a variety of charity organizations in the arena before showcasing the first responders attending tonight Fight for the Fallen show. We then get a look at earlier today with beloved Asheville Dream Center being presented a check to help with their efforts. That was nice by AEW. We cut backstage where Alex Marvez hears from the Undisputed Kingdom ahead of Roger Strong's match tonight. Adam Cole says the group is now complete with Kyle Riley here, and Roger Strong is ready to earned the number one spot in next week's Casino Gauntlet match. He walks up and we cut away to ringside. Roger Strong makes his way to the ring for our next match. Out next is Jay White, followed by Swerve Strickland before this match gets underway. So we get a three-way for the number one spot. The next week's Casino Gauntlet: Swerve Strickland versus Jay White versus Roderick Strong. And this match right here, and I ain't gonna lie, this match right here, it was this was a good three-way match. This was a good three-way match. With the crowd chanting, "This is Swerve's house," while Jay White and Roger Strong focus on taking out the former AEW World Champion. But Swerve Strickland sends Jay White out of the ring before dealing with Roger Strong, sending him on his way to the outside before taking the switchblade down with a dive to the outside as well. He brings Jay White back into the ring, getting the drop on him for a near fall before Roger Strong breaks it up. Jay White gets the advantage, now sending Swerve Strickland and Roger Strong out of the ring before turning his attention to Swerve Strickland for a suplex onto the apron. He then goes after Roger Strong with the same move, bringing Roger Strong back in the ring. But Roger Strong hits a backbreaker to get back into the match, forcing the switchblade out of the ring and on to Swerve Strickland as well. He hit another ad break on the MJF simulcast. So we go to commercial break. Back from the break, we see all three men back in the ring. All three down on the canvas with Swerve Strickland, the first back to his feet. The other are back up, but Swerve Strickland keeps up top of them before sending Roger Strong into Jay White with a fireball in the corner. Body slam on Jay White and Swerve Strickland makes the cover, but Roger Strong breaks it up. Roger Strong stops the flatline attempt before sending Swerve Strickland out of the ring, hitting a big suplex on the switchblade for a near fall. Jay White leaves the ring as Swerve Strickland makes his way back in, catching Roger Strong with a stomp before trying to go for a house call, but Jay White intervenes for a Blade Runner attempt. Swerve Strickland blocks it, taking the switchblade down before hitting the turnbuckle, where he gets intercepted by Roger Strong, allowing Jay White to leave the ring. Swerve Strickland catches Roger Strong with a running kick from the apron before turning his attention to Jay White, um, running alongside the barricade for a pump kick on the switchblade. But Ricochet appears in the front row, attacking Swerve Strickland with a golden pair of scissors to drop him to the floor. Jay White and Roger Strong are back in the ring. Jay White hitting a Blade Runner for the win. The winner by the match, Jay White. This is a good three-way match. But I can already tell Ricochet is going to join the Hurt Syndicate. I can already see that. I can see that coming from a mile away. Jay White makes his way up the rail real quick to celebrate as we see Ricochet still at ringside, ready to continue the attack on Swerve Strickland until Personality intervenes. Ricochet stares him down before going back after Swerve Strickland, attacking the former world champion's head with the scissors, followed by a headbutt. Now all I gotta say is, for what Ricochet did to Swerve Strickland, you better go get your get back on Ricochet, and that's all I gotta say. I can see Ricochet is turning heel. Like I said earlier, Ricochet is possibly going to join the Hurt Syndicate with MVP, Shelton Benjamin, and Bobby Lashley, along with Ricochet. That's all I gotta say. But anyway, let me continue. Ricochet isn't finished, however, as he sends Swerve Strickland back in the ring before grabbing a steel chair. He enters the ring, setting the chair up before setting Swerve Strickland up on it for a spirit gun for the cover. The Undisputed Kingdom rushed into the ring for the save as Ricochet leaves the ring with a sick smile on his face, enjoying his hard work while the Kingdom checks on Swerve Strickland before the medic comes in. Ricochet has completely lost it, so Ricochet is the heel. That's all I gotta say. Good three-way match here. Feels slightly disjoint, perhaps because of the Ricochet involvement, but the story between him and Swerve Strickland is an interesting one to me. Crazy turn of event from Ricochet after the match, and I can tell we're in for an interesting feud here. Hashtag AEW Dynamite. Though the feud just getting started between Ricochet and Swerve Strickland. All right, let's move on. Commercial break. Backstage, Alex Marvez tried to get a word from Jeff Jarrett bodies when the last outlaw himself appears. Alex Marvez is asked to leave as the group convene, convenes with Jeff Jarrett, asks if he is sure he wants to go through with however announcement he has to make tonight. Karen appears to promise she will stand by him no matter what before handing him a pair of his boots, with Jeff Jarrett walking off as we cut away. Elsewhere, Mariah May continues to hype herself up as she talks about the state of the women's division. She calls herself the Epic, saying it's time for the greatest women's division to prove themselves to the champion. She says the division can touch her, but she loves to see them try. I already know that Tony Storm is gonna get back against Mariah May. That's all I gotta say. We head to ringside where Jeff Jarrett's music hits, bring out the last outlaw who has his boot on his shoulders as he gets into the ring. He sets the boots down to grab a microphone, wishing Asheville a happy, wishing Asheville a slappy New Year before getting things started. He talks about being thankful for a lot of things over the course of his career. As the crowd chants Double J, Jeff Jarrett says it's sad to think about things coming to an end, but thinking about that also gives a chance to think about it all begin. He brings up the moment that set things in motion for the Jeff Jarrett family to get involved in the wrestling business. The reso- the recollection turns to 1986 when Jeff Jarrett made the decision to become a pro wrestler. He then talks about one more high risk, high reward decision he made when he bet on himself in 2002 to start his own promotion. All of this leads him to tonight as he raises his boots up. The crowd chants no as Jeff Jarrett says he has to ask himself if it's the last outlaw has to just ride off into the sunset. And the answer is no. The tough that keeps going through his mind is Jeff Jarrett when you're taking the biggest risk in your life. You're getting the biggest reward. Jeff Jarrett announces that he is signing his last contract in pro wrestling, having resigned with AEW because the last outlaw wants the AEW gold. He has to sign he has to sign his sights on the biggest risk of all in this company, declaring himself for the Casino Gauntlet match next week because the last outlaw resolution for 2025 is to become AEW World Champion. This is a very good promo. This is a very good segment by Jeff Jarrett. I enjoyed the segment. Really good promo from Jeff Jarrett. I'm glad he's not quite done in this business yet. It'll be interesting to see him make one last push for the world title. Hashtag AEW Dynamite. That was a good promo by Jeff Jarrett, and I enjoyed that promo. We get a VO package highlighting Hook's issues with Christian Cage, leading to Hook issuing a challenge to the Patriarch himself, and we get confirmation that in 2 weeks it'll be Christian Cage taking on Hook at Maximum Carnage. Back at ringside, Powerhouse House heads down the ramp where his opponents awaits him before this match gets underway. So we get Powerhouse Hobbs versus John Cross and Robert Kilroy. That was a squash match. Didn't care about that. Yeah, it's really hard to describe what took place here and anything more than a powerhouse house demolishing Kilroy and John Cross. So let's leave it at that, okay? Powerhouse House picks up the win. The winner by pinfall, Powerhouse House. That was a squash handicap. That was a squash 2-on-1 handicap match. All right, we cut backstage where Alex Marvez asks Big Bill and Brian Keeps a question. A certain wasn't asking, where is Chris Jericho? Big Bill explains that Chris Jericho isn't here before noticing Reddit FTR running to the trio in the city of Attribute down, and this leads to Adam Copeland calling Brian Keith a one thumb th- tumble on weed and saying Big Bill's face looks stupid before issuing a challenge for a collision this Saturday. A graphic and remembrance of Sweet Daddy Siki takes us to an to break commercial break. We hear from MJF after his match at World Ends, where the former world champion mocks the undisputed kingdom before turning his attention to the title. He claims he never lost. He calls out Dictator John as he wants his title back in 2025. The Devil gets his duel part two. Back at ringside, the Death Riders make their way through the crowd for our main event. The trios enter the ring as we hear that Claudia will be heading to Wrestle Dynasty to face Shota Emnuo at the Tokyo Dome before FTR steps out to the stage. They're soon joined by Adam Copeland, a rated R FTR, head down the ramp, entering the ring to a big pop from the Asheville crowd before this main event gets underway. So we get John Moxley, Claudio Castagnoli, Ray Liotta versus Adam Copeland and FTR. And this tag team match right here, um, this was a good trios match. So that's all I gotta say. We start off with Harwood and Yuta, the two trade strikes until Dax is sent to the ropes with a chop. He has he sends really Yuta to the ropes, but is dropped with a shoulder tackle, only to send Wheeler Yuta into the corner, followed by with a back body drop to take control of the match. Tag made to Adam Copeland, who tells Wheeler Yuta to make a tag. A tag he does as Claudio Cascanoli comes in the ring to face off with Adam Copeland. Let me take a sip of my water. Let me continue. They go at it with the former TNT champion sent to the ropes by stopping Claudio Cascanoli from taking him down. They trade holds now, with Claudio Cascanoli being sent to the outside before Cope goes after him. Claudio Cascanoli makes his escape, distracting the referee as Rage Shapiro blindsides Adam Copeland, sending him into the ring post as we go to picture in picture. So we go to commercial break. Back from the break, the Death Riders are still in control of John Moxley in the ring. Too late to lay some punches into Adam Copeland before making the tag to Claudio Cascanoli. He wears the Rated R superstar down before tagging in Wheeler Yuta, but Adam Copeland makes a tag to catch Wheeler as FTR rush and to even the odds against the Death Riders. Wheeler Yuta takes down Wheeler Yuta with a suplex before making the tag to Dax Harwood, but Claude Cascano intervenes only to take a brain buster by Harwood that gives Wheeler Yuta an opening as he gets a near fall, with Harwood getting a pair of near falls of his own efforts afterwards. Wheeler Yuta gets the advantage now before climbing the turnbuckle when he is met by Dax Harwood taking him down. hard with a avalanche by suplexing Dax Hardwood to the cover, but only get a near fall before Claudio Castagnoli rushed in. Neutralizer attempt is blocked, but Willa Yuta gets a near fall before the action spills to the outside as we go to commercial break. So we go to commercial break. Back from the break, Dax Harwood and Willa Yuta are still the legal men, and they are down to the on the mat until Claudio Castagnoli gets tagged in. Cash is in as well as they go off, but the action quickly shifts gears with Adam Copeland and John Moxley made their respective tags to have a stare down Adam Cope before Adam Copeland goes on the attack, sending the world champion to the mat with an impaler, but John Moxley evades a spear attempt after John Moxley makes his escape from the ring, accompanied by Mauricio Perez as they as they head into the crowd. But Adam Copeland is right there behind them. Adam Copeland brings the champ back towards ringside after a brief brawl, but John Moxley makes a tag to Wheeler Yuta before leaving the ring. The young man gets a near fall on Adam Copeland in the process. Adam Copeland fights back, countering Wheeler Yuta for a near fall of his own. Adam Copeland is in the corner looking for a spear, but John Moxley and Claudio Castagnoli drop him, pulling him into the ring post. While the ref is distracted, Cash goes on the attack, but he and Dax Harwood are beaten down by the Death Riders, who turns their attention on announcer table. They bring Cope to the table as John Moxley looks to hit a Gus style power driver, while Wheeler Yuta goes back into the ring. Where is he met with the Blade Runner by Jay White? Thanks to the referee focusing on dealing with the situation outside. Adam Copeland counters with a back body drop, sending the champ off the table, sliding into the ring as FTR sends Claudio Castagnoli away before hitting a shattering machine on Wheeler Yuta, who then takes a spear by Adam Copeland, who makes the cover for the win in our main event tonight. The winner by pinfall, rated FTR. This was a good main event trios match. The trio celebrate in the ring. Commentary runs down the card for Collision as well. As a reminder that Kenny Omega will make his return next week before Dynamite fight for the final comes to a close. A good main event trios match here. I think the serve the live crowd a lot better than the TV audience, given the attribute connections, but still solid throughout. A nice return showing for Adam Copeland in particular. Jay White's involvement was interesting given the casino. Okay, and overall, a solid episode of AEW Dynamite with a focus on its change to presentation to account for the maximum simcast minor detail here. But notice, for example, that Excalibur never said they were going to picture in picture. LOL. Their experience felt kind of jarring, given given. That's all I gotta say. But AEW Dynamite was a solid show. At the first show after a big pay per view in the World's Ends, it certainly did a good job continuing the storylines and starting new ones where appropriate. Honestly, I'm most intrigued by the swerve slash ricochet stuff and who will win the casino gauntlet next week. Jury is out on Adam Copeland slash John Moxley for me. All right. It says, and that's all I gotta say. The AEW Dynamite goes off the air. Alright, let me get my honest opinion when I think about AEW Dynamite. Now, AEW Dynamite was a solid show for what it was. But anyway, if you guys made it this far of my AEW Dynamite review and highlights, make sure you guys please full watch the video from the beginning all the way to the end. Hit that like button, subscribe to my channel for more wrestling content because I'm on the road to 7K and become a YouTube partner before April 1st. That's all I gotta say from here. So like, comment, share, subscribe, follow my social media down below in the description. And I'll go live on YouTube, bro, for the very first time tomorrow for some Fortnite. So stick around with that. But like I said, I want, and I'm gonna make a YouTube short video by showing you guys 1,000% foolproof my thumbnail. I want you guys to enjoy your great New Year's 2025. Have a great night. Stay safe and always stay positive. Kept your crew, kept your kids, kept your club. Too sweet. And I'm out of here. Gang, and I cannot wait to make a second Twitch so I can run that back. Ever since I lost my first Twitch, I felt defeated. But I won't make no excuses. I'm going to run that back by making a second Twitch. Ooh, I cannot wait to run it back. That's all I gotta say from here. I want you guys to have a great night. Stay safe and always stay positive. Kept your crew, kept your kids, kept your club. Too sweet. I'm out of here. Gang. Mwah. Bang. Too sweet. Gang.